Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Swissman15 with my 150 subscriber special. So just let me say thank you right now for everyone who's watching this and who has subscribed, because my channel is literally nothing without subscribers, because that's the only thing that keeps my channel going. And I did a little special battle here. It's a free-for-all, of course, where I'm playing as the Holy Roman Empire, of course. And it's all peasants, not of course, but yeah, we only could get peasants. Nothing else, just peasant unit, no peasant archers, and it's just luck and some maneuvering, which for this battle, it's just a little bit fun, just for a bit of laughs and stuff. Before we get into the fighting, I just want to thank you all for subscribing if you have. I want to thank especially Pixelated Apollo, Captain Invisible, Naze Bays, Paladin Bob, Erupting Tsunami, Swedish Lanchnek, Elita Legionaria, all of them who are playing hot seats with me. Elita you don't know yet, because you'll see him when we get the Crusaders hot seat out. That's coming out later on. I just recorded the first episode yesterday, but again, thank you all who have subscribed, and I love to see like every single day I come home and I check how many subscribers I have. Well, not like immediately. I'm not that involved with finding out how many people love me, but it's always nice when I come on to my channel to see another one more tick up the notch on numbers. It's a really warming feeling, and it makes it all worth doing. And so if you haven't subscribed, or you see anyone who hasn't, just do it. It makes me happy. If you want to make me happy, do it. But anyway, thank you all, and I want to also thank people who played this special with me. Emperor of the Great Unknown, I don't know why I stammered there. Royal Guard, who has very beauty pageant winning peasants, apparently. They won like a few in his days, apparently. He was talking about it and bragging them. But mine are just emo-looking peasants, black and white. They're not very into it, Holy Roman Empire. The Germans, really, they got beer and emos. That makes no sense. Anyway, and then over here, King of Prussia, he's playing as Russia, but Prussia playing as Russia. Yes, he was in my 100 subscriber special, if you recall, but yes, he's playing as well. It doesn't really matter what factions, because we're all equal. All the factions are equal. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. It's just for fun. And yeah. So going back to my channel, it's been great. I started pretty much right at the beginning, just before fall, September. The day before September is when I started my channel. Set to put up uploads and all. And since then, I've gotten 150 subscribers. Actually, 152 last time I checked. So I want to thank all 152 of you. And I will really hope that I can keep on growing this channel and then share it, and then everyone can watch Britannia and watch me dominate as Norway, obviously, and all my Holy Roman Empire campaigns and all the tournaments that we're doing. So, yes, thank you. And, oh, I haven't gone over the army compositions yet. So I have peasants and a little bit more peasants. I have brought a lot of peasants, and so has Emperor of the Great Unknown. Alright, this is silly. Alright, well, the action is starting now. I'm beginning my charge, and what happens here is that I get more of a charge offer, really, than he does. I get a nice flank over here, and more of my units are charging, especially here. I'm getting some better charges, and then here he's getting some counter charges. And it's just a line engagement. I have 3 units of peasants trying to go around these farms, and another 3 going through the village somewhere over there. They're lagging behind, and what happens right away, yep, I have a routing unit right away, and that scared me, so I sent my general's unit to go fight and hold this one stop it from flanking, and I got my general to charge in. This is a nice charge. Ooh, yes. And they rout, wow. That's interesting. Can't handle a general's charge. And they got these units flanking behind. And I have more routing. I don't know why I got so well. I think it was probably from the charge that gave me the edge from the beginning of it. And also the fact that he is bunched up on the flanks, and his general's still, like on the outskirts over here, so this flank is not close enough to him. But neither is mine, but his is bunched up. So with the charge bonus and his, with this prone to chain route, these guys are all going to route over here, as you can see. But then goes my general, slain by a pitchfork. What a way to die. He was a trooper, but now he's dead on the front lines, and that's going to cause me a lot of problems. Over here, I landed the sandwich, and, well, sort of, he got this unit to go around, but I have these other two to go and save the day, even though I was scared that they would get tired. But here, he's breaking through my front where my general died. I have some units returning, and others still sort of fighting, shaken and all. And he's reforming his lines. He's broken through my center completely with the death of my general, and now it's me winning the flanks and him winning the actual fight. But he's still holding this flank. I just completely dominated the other flank. So he held the center quite well. It's all luck, though. Well, not all luck. It's a lot of luck in these peasant battles, because they're very temperamental with the routing. So, and yeah, Byzantines, he swore they just had worse morale, and I was like, maybe he's right. Emperor was good, and I apologize for your demoralized peasants, even with your general, who's a coward, by the way. Look at him. He hasn't even fought a day in his life. He's just letting all the other ones do the work, and I had my general fighting on the front lines until he got stabbed over by this tree, I think. Or another tree. They all look the same. Where did my general die? Can I find him? I don't know. Is that him? No, that's a peasant. Well, my general's somewhere here, and he's dead. He's deader than it gets. He's as dead people are. But here I'm just trying to surround and clean up the remainder, and I feel pretty confident. But the only thing is that his general is perfectly alive, and this is what I noticed too. But only half of his force remains, and I get a nice flank on his general's unit. And look at that, they just drop like flies. And it's just... And then I get it completely surrounded, and it's fighting to the death now. So his general is not going to stand much longer. Look at him take all these pitchforks at once. This is what you get for waiting the back lines. You're going to get captured. Yep, captured. I told you. I spoiled it, just not soon enough. But yes, thank you, Great Emperor the Good Unknown, for participating and fighting and losing to me, most of all. I didn't want to lose the first fight for my 150 subscriber special. Let's not repeat the 100 subscriber special. Oh, no. But yes, we have successfully routed him for the most part. He's got some returners out in the boondocks, but they're all going to rout eventually. I'm going to capture a lot of them. Just watch them all get... See, those are all captures right there. And a lot will escape too, because peasants are slow and can't catch up to other peasants. But then over here, we have Russia and... So, Prussia, King of Prussia, fighting Royal Guard right here. He's going in for a charge, trying to get him off guard, it looks like. But, also, what he does is quite astonishing, because you'll see in a second. But, oh look, a charge! The first one's in the line of duty. Many Russians died in that one. I think it was that favored the French over there. Yes. No, well, they're kind of equal. But then he's got more, and then a bunch of Russian reinforcements. But then he blobs! Look at this! He's blobbing them like nobody's business, and I have no idea why. I don't know what he was doing. I think maybe he might have gone AFK for a second. I don't know what he was doing. I'm pretty sure he knows better than the blob. But he blobbed. And he blobbed hardcore. And look, he's got some routing right away. But there's the thing about Russians, that all the vodka that they drink, them and their giant tunics, they don't want to rout, even when they're surrounded or get surrounded. Look at... They're happy to be surrounded. Russian generals like this. Sir, they surrounded us. Oh, those poor bastards. See, the Russian general, he's ready to get in. He's just like, move away, I want to fight. He's not like the Byzantine general. Or the French general, nonetheless. Where is that guy? Pretty sure he's just chilling out here. Where is it? Yeah, look at the coward. He doesn't even want to go fight. He's just going to stay in the outside and let all the other peasants do the work for him. Oh my god, this is... They are literally... There's no breathing space, no personal space in this fight. And look... Now it's just going to be a total surround of the enemy. He almost broke through these lines, which I thought was kind of awesome while I was watching, since I had won the fight over here. But he is almost breaking through, but he is blobbing, and that's going to hurt him in the long run. So, look, he's even taking the unit that isn't in the blob and putting it into the blob. Like, how does that work? Why do that? And you got some of them fighting to the death over here. So they'll get like 1 or 2 kills when fighting to the death, but nothing much. The rest are still hanging on, but they're all wavering and shaken. And Royal Guard has gotten him completely surrounded. You can see them all not happy with how this fight is going for Russia. But the Russians, yes. Peasants fighting. Not much skill, just crude warfare, stabbing with pitchforks. That's all how it goes down. That's all. And look at this, they're pretty much all fighting to the death now. Even the general, I think, somewhere. Where is he? Does he get captured? Let's try and find this Russian general in this mosh pit of Russians. And I'm just reforming over here, so it's nothing big. We don't have to check back on me. We gotta check on the getting captured and killed Russians. Oh, yes. Oh, how lovely. This is like music to me, hearing Russians get slain by pitchforks. That's what it soothes me, really. And there goes the Russian general. Now he's fleeing. Or, not fleeing necessarily, but, what do you call it? Fighting to the death. He's fighting to the death, so... Because he has nowhere to run, granted. But, where is he? Let's find him. Oh my god. And look at this. This side has been overrun completely. These poor Russians. Poor Russia. Overrun by the enemy. And Royal Guard's got a nice gap around him. It's really funny. He can close, and he's got 2 units doing all the fighting, and they're winning for it. And there's the general. Look at him. He's just sort of marching into the enemy. I don't know how much longer he has to live. Come on, fight. Fight. Kill someone. Do something. No, you're getting surrounded. This general can't even take... Come on, you have so much armor. You can kill all 4 of them. They have pitchforks. They're untrained. And you get killed. And captured. Actually captured. You live. So, 2 generals captured and 1 dead, which is mine. Slain by the enemy. Slain by the Byzantines. I only have the courageous general. Russians, not courageous. So that is Russia for you. Pretty much defeated. And let's just go 2.0. You can see all his peasants run this way. And they go for the gap, and it was great because a lot of them actually start to escape. And I think, yeah, a few come back from routing later on. Or right away, I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see. Oh, look! They turn directions. Yeah, they're actually pretty smart running away. The one thing the AI does correctly is run away. So, they've got that going for them. So, now it's just going to be... It's down to me and the French. And a few Russians that are coming back. We can watch a few stop routing over here, I think. Come on. I'm surprised that, like, this unit is fighting to death, and that's what's keeping him in the fight. Because once all of your units are routing, none of them stay. But then about 3 return over here, so he's back in it to win it. And then look, it's just a conglomerate. But France is determined to kill me. I've regrouped for the most part, so let's speed up. For this marching phase, you can see a fleeing business. Is that 1 unit left? Is that 1 guy? 1 measly turd. Yep. That is 1 noble peasant. I admire him for his courage. The one that survived and escaped of his entire unit. The rest was slain and captured on the field. But now it's just me and Royal Guard. And I was asking him, I was like, hey, can you send your general over here? And well, I'll send my finest unit and we can save all these men. And he turned me down. Royal Guard is not honorable at all. No, he's very honorable. Except just not as much as I am, because I would have sent my general if I still had it. Not really. I would have been like, screw you! I'll select everything but my general! But yes, he groups out here, and you can see the Russians over here. I'm trying to convince the Russians to join me in the fight, because I don't have much of a chance without my general. They don't stand much of a chance on their own. And I'm just sort of here like, come on, send your finest unit, and I'll send my finest unit, which is this unit of 68 peasants over here. And I challenge him, and look, I'm like, see, I'll send it up. But no, then he sends his army rushing at me. 1 flank before the other, apparently. And I'm like, okay, so I guess I have to fight this one. Guess I have to fight him. And let's just, there we go. I'm charging back now. Don't want to get him everything. And I send this unit over here since he's got a gap to take on this side. And these lines are engaging. And he routes instantly. And I didn't understand that because I'm supposed to route instantly. And then I do. This entire line just breaks without a fight, really. Peasants have no morale without a general. Nothing. And then little even with one, as you can see from these peasants that are routing. So now he's coming in. I'm trying to go back up this hill and retreat since I lost this flag completely. There's no use in holding the not hill part. But he catches up to me, so I have to turn around and face the countercharge. And these guys are blobbed. We got routing. And on this side, I'm trying to loop around and just kill one unit off. That's all I want, is one unit to be slain. And I pretty much go for this one. I got these two trying to go around. See, I focus 4 units on this one peasant unit, and I just don't get what I want to happen because my lines are breaking quickly and unequivocally. That's not the right word. Unequivocally does not mean that. And just see unit after unit breaking because they just can't. They don't have the stomach for it anymore. And I get a rear charge here. Let's kill something. Come on, kill one thing. Or a route. No. Oh, you got 1 kill. Woohoo! You killed a Frenchie. You killed 2 Frenchies. Awesome. And now they're routing. And that's a phone ringing, so I apologize if you hear that in the background. But I'm routing. And now it's just up to King of Prussia. And what happens to him is really funny. So I'm routing completely. And I have no chance of winning because I'm all routing. You can see them all fleeing. But then he decides, you and me, one-on-one. Royal Guard doesn't agree because he ran out of time or something, as he was saying to me later. But now Russia sends in his troops. 1 routes without even... They're just cowards. Just I'm out of here. And he's just going to go for this final charge. And then they all route. Wow. He doesn't even admit defeat. So that's the end of the battle. But I want to thank you all again for subscribing to my channel. I hope who hasn't does, and I hope we grow and we can extend the Swissman 15 channel and the dream. But yes, thank you guys. I really love it when you comment, when you like, every comment, every subscription. It really, I notice it. Trust me, I notice it. And it makes me feel really good inside. So thank you for anyone who has been commenting and liking. There's one guy who's been consistently disliking my videos. He has something against me. So you guys can all just shadow him down with your likes and power of love. That was corny. But I got the most kills, but Royal Guard getting the most kills and captures. He doesn't kill people, he captures them like a badass. But thank you all for who played in this special, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye, my friends.